Nicholas!
For us?
Yes.
I'm concerned for you. I'm concerned about you. Stay off the fucking drugs, man. Oh my God, stay off the drugs. Keep it together. Keep it together.
New church.
Next we have
Yes.
the fabulous, the incredible, the incredible. My shit is fucked up. Don't look at me. My shit is fucked up. Snack, snack, snack. Munch it up, fucker. Listen.
God damn it.
What did I say to you?
That was a lot.
Fuck with me. My grace, no. Ha ha. Give me Tropeano, next. Ha 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 ha.
Alright, get that.
Right.
I don't know how I'm going to compete with Percy, but... So, this is the beginning of my one-man show that I'm working on, so please, the first one done. So if I fuck it up, you know, don't worry about it. So, a couple of years ago, I was living down in Red Hook. I don't know if anyone's ever been to Red Hook, but it's a town where they're hard-working but hard-drinking souls, if you will. And that's how I met this guy named Bobby Bones. Now, as legend had it, Bobby owned his bones at the tender age of 8 when he took the 45 out of his father's cigar box and he kept it underneath the kitchen sink and shot Fat Castellano in the eye one night after he smacked his sister around after a few too many Manhattans. Now, Bobby owned a laundromat, and I mean, it was obvious the way he kept his money clean, and everybody in the neighborhood had a story about Bobby. It wouldn't take me long to have one of my own. So one day I was outside of his laundromat smoking cigarettes when he walked up to me. Now, I knew Bobby might have something to tell me that I didn't want to know, never mind hear about, when he walked up to me with that shit-eating grins coming up from underneath his fedora. Hey kid, you look like you've been around the block a few times. You know anything about animals? This guy wrote the Bronx Zoo. He owed me 15 points in the vid. I had to take something from him, right or wrong. He tried to give me a chimp, but I said, fuck that. I learned my lesson about apes a few years back when this guy gave me an orangutan. The fucking thing got into my bourbon and Valiums. Jerked off all over my fucking house. He made shit all over the fucking walls. You ever trying to wrestle a jacked up ape, kid? It ain't no fun. So anyways, he offered me this fucking giraffe. I said, fuck it, I'll take the thing. So anyways, they just took the thing in the boat from Africa last week. It kind of off the boat, if you know what I mean. I figured I can sell it to some wacko celebrity, one of them spit coke dealers. They pay big bucks for this shit, you know? So anyways, how about you help me out? Because I don't even know what the fuck to feed the thing. I've been giving it 3 gallons of pasta vazzola and stale bagels every day. I mean, I figure all you gotta do is don't try and impress neighborhood broads with it. Don't charge kids $5 a head to see it, and we'll walk down by the water late night after the bars close. Help me out, I'll take care of you good, kid. Forget about it. Now, I figured this was something I could handle no problem. The rules are really simple. I mean, all I had to do is not show little kids it, not impress broads with it. It was a little bit hard for me, but only walking down by the water late night after the bars closed. So, Bobby told me he had something we had to do first, so he's like, listen, kid, get in the van. So, we began driving down Van Brunt. So, kid, what did you want to be? And I mean, when you was a little kid, when you grew up. And don't tell me you want to be a fucking drunk. The question kind of puzzled me, you know. I was like, I don't know, maybe an actor or a fireman, you know. And he's like, me? I wanted to be a ball player, but what Italian kid from Brooklyn did in the 50s? Fucking Joe DiMaggio, you know? Then I got a little older and I thought about it, you know. Decided I wanted to be a lounge singer, you know, something with class, like Sinatra and the boys. And I started laughing to myself. You know, Bobby had this voice that sounded like he drank hot asphalt all day with Brooklyn accents. He did a P-train Bobby, not really a voice made for singing at all. You know, but fuck it, this life chooses you, you don't choose it. So we eventually drove the rest of the way down Van Brunt, and we got to this old warehouse. And Bobby took his keys out and fumbled for a few minutes at the door. And you know, I heard the click of the light switch open up the room. But what my eyes saw hit the bottom of my stomach. stomach started to crawl out from my throat. And there, in the middle of the room, suspended by a chain by his ankles, was a man with a ball gag in his jaws. Oh, kid. Meet Joe the perv. Joe, meet the kid. You know Margarita from the neighborhood? Beautiful person. Well, Margarita, she cut this piece of shit right here with the fingers in her 10-year-old daughter's panties. Now, most people would say call the cops. But what are the cops gonna do? This fucking piece of shit's gonna be back on the streets in what, a couple of years, right or wrong, you know? Nah. This piece of shit needs to learn the hard way. Isn't that right, Joey? So I watched Bobby walk across the room and pick up a baseball bat. Remember I told you I wanted to be a ball playing kid? Wait till you see my fucking swing. Learned everything I needed to learn from Joey D. Start spreading the news! Somebody's bleeding today! These vagabond shoes! I'm longing to split a face. I wanna wake up in a city that doesn't sleep. Find out I'm king of the hill, top of the heap, and #1 New York. Kid, they just don't write in my. I tell you what, kid. I'm not gonna do this piece of shit. I'm gonna leave him here chained up for a couple days, you know what I mean? I'll let him drink water through a straw or something. I'm not a fucking animal. Boy, you know? Maybe my old ladies will give me a hard time. I come down here, I break my fucking frustration, go to this piece of shit. And when it's all said and done, I'll let him go in a couple days. I tell you what though, I guarantee you this finger's gonna be in a fucking carrot kid's panties fucking again. Now, I don't know why Bobby brought me to beat Joe the perv, but I started to like really fight back the urge to puke all over my fucking shoes when I thought about the consequences of fucking up this giraffe sitting gig. Get it? You look a little fucking seasick. Don't tell me you saw the sugar shit in the sugar cone. And I tell you what, kid, the giraffe can wait till later. I think you need a drink.